Before we begin this reaction, I'd like to thank our supporters that provide us the funding to film and edit this video. Since we are unable to monetize any of our React videos uploaded to this channel, it is our Patreon that provides us the funding to continue making our channel bigger and better. We have a lot of interesting and exclusive content uploaded to our Patreon, which includes uncut reactions to this song, reactions to Japanese releases, live stages, games, and more. Many thanks to those who are able to support us. Now it's time to start the video. So you're now reacting to Got the Beat, which is SM Entertainment's first unit Girls on Top project where female SM Entertainment artists join forces in different subunits. And so this is just like one subunit of a select members from Girls' Generation, from aespa, from Red Velvet, and Boa, who is a solo artist, been in the music industry for like over 10, 13, 14, 15 years, like really long time. So you're now reacting to their first comeback song called Stamp on It.
What's a comeback mean?
Oh, my sweet summer child.
According to the press release, Stamp on It's lyrics are about reaching the top of a fierce stage competition. They sing, I want it all with elegance, smackdown, a vicious shakedown, Mona Lisa smile. With loving eyes, the orbit of yours, I'll break it down. You'll turn around to a piece of me, peace of mind. Like,
okay, well, this looks like a postal office, so I'm just gonna assume like there's like
what
some,
kind
like,
of post office?
metaphor.
And the song is composed by Dem Jointz, Yu Youngjin, and Taylor Parks.
Dem Jointz.
Dem Jointz, he's sticker.
Dem Jointz.
He's sticker.
He's sticker,
Oh, really?
and he's the last Got the Beat song as well.
Okay. All right.
I'm ready for some weird samples.
Weird shit. Okay.
Some really weird samples.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's a sample. Incoming,
Okay. Art. Are they stealing art? Sorry.
I actually really like the piano. I also like the low bass notes. These. Oh, I hit that shit hardcore. That was a C.
Oh, the vocal stacks? Jeez.
Oh, I did not expect that high note. What? Are we in the chorus?
It's really active. Oh my goodness, excuse me.
Did we do a tritone modulation?
And now we're back.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
There's no modulation, there's no nothing. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's just like, it's like, here you go. And it's
part
so
of me is like,
simple.
are they allowed to do that? And it's like, well, yeah, what are,
Yeah, like there's no rules.
Interesting that they're keeping so much of the demo male vocal backings in as harmony and just as interjections.
So they emphasize the C major, and then they emphasize going into F minor, and I don't know which chord is more important. And that makes me feel weird.
It's like all the rules are just constructs that like arbitrary people put, but music is just like decorating time.
Let's see, key change?
The breakdown? Ah.
Holy fuck.
What? What just
The percussion
happened?
was so nuts at the end there.
That was really cool. I actually thought it was really good.
This is tying some of the material before together, and that makes me appreciate the beginning better because this exists.
Oh, this is giving me Britney Spears toxic vibes.
2nd gen Super Saw.
Now we're back to C minor, okay?
Ooh.
Ooh.
They sang the chorus like once or twice. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know the roadmap.
This doesn't end, does it? I like it. I respect it.
I like that.
What? Oh man.
Wow.
Ah, what?
That's so fucking out. I kind of loved it.
I liked that a lot, actually.
Wow. I would totally re-listen to this just to experience a mental breakdown again.
I can't. This is like when you're having a Big Mac and then the next thing you're eating McFlurry. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
But that's actually it's kind of good. You've done that, right?
Okay,
It could be worse.
Yeah, it can be worse. I
Eat
feel
a
like
strawberry, broccoli, and then right after strawberry. No, actually no, strawberry first, and then like right after while the strawberry is still in your mouth, eat a broccoli. That's really bad. I've done that before. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, so this is a song that many people have very extreme opinions about. Where are you guys?
I really liked it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That was a song that developed well.
Yes, but I'm not sure. Yes. And it lended to me liking it more because of the good development.
Yes.
But looking at this song from above, this has a lot of the ear candy and harmonic changes that I love hearing in pop music and what makes listening to pop music exciting for me. But initially, because of the lack of dynamic changes and choosing to have like specific samples just go on loop between the verse and the chorus, and then the bridge feeling like it came in at the post-chorus, I had mixed feelings, and I still have mixed feelings, but I think because of the way they developed it, I can at least be like, okay, I enjoyed most of that.
The transition part, like the notes are moving so fast that they're almost like, they're not imperceptible, like we just perceived them, but like if you're doing like a first listen, you're not really thinking it's gonna go anywhere weird or strange.
But I think it makes sense because
it's in the mode.
Because like
of
everything
F.
else, it's so.
And then you go to F
all of a
sharp.
sudden you go like, blah, 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 and then you go to a new section.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Oh, I really like the different styles it produced. It was giving like Sierra. It was giving like 90s, early 2000s. And I really do think the song was a little bit prolonged, like a lot prolonged. I really felt it could have ended at 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, wow.
I feel like it was just like the same motif repeated over and over again, and it sounded the same.
Yeah, the thing is, my theory for why they repeated so many times is because they did have like 4 key changes, and so in
So
order
many
to
key changes.
So many key changes.
We kind of felt distant.
He like leaped. It,
I
like,
know, I was like,
it did
over here now?
backflips.
it was like C to like F sharp or something like that.
Whoa.
So yeah,
Just looks at the keyboard,
Yeah, it's
everyone.
like-
We all 3 of us were just like,
Yeah.
but yeah, because they, like you said, like there's so many different style changes, and because there's so many different style changes and key changes, they're like, we gotta loop this as many times as we can, so
it
they get
feels-
used to it,
yeah.
and it feels more normal. But then like the song is fucking like 4 minutes long.
I just kind of got distracted after the key change. And I was like, closed my ear. Like,
oh.
So like your brain shut down,
yeah.
like system overload.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but when it just stayed within one section, it was good, I think. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, I like
every
this.
section is good by
Yeah,
itself.
yeah, exactly. But it's so confusing because the change is so abrupt.
Yeah.
Transition's so abrupt and weird, really weird.
At times it felt like whiplash because there were so many different like sections, so many different like little vignettes. It reminds me almost like a collection of short stories. Every like 30 seconds it was a new kind of idea.
But it was short stories, but like it was like
the story started, and then another story started, and another one started, but then the first one came back, and it was another little bit, and then the second one came back, another little bit, and there was the narrative ended up, interplaying and finishing, but it was little quilted moments of sound, and I was fine being lost in it.
Yeah, weird key changes.
Yeah, we were like C minor, G minor, F major for some weird part. There's F sharp minor at the end. Maybe if I analyzed it more, I could find some meaning, like why anything was happening, but I can't.
But no.
Yep. Yeah, so it goes from, and then, so a tritone away, like the farthest possible key, which I'm not sure I've heard a song do a tritone modulation directly.
Maybe not, yeah.
Yeah,
it is F sharp.
What? F sharp minor?
Literally the farthest key Circle Fist could possibly go to.
And then after that, of course, it just goes straight into that again.
Does it add like a new character to the song for you? Because for me, I'm like, why'd they do this? Like, what are they introducing to us? Is it like a more insidious? Is that a word?
Maybe,
insidious
word,
side, like a little bit more like, ooh, we're gonna reply to this like really badass stamp on it with like, that kind of thing. Like we kind of fading out of reality into this new reality kind of thing.
Yeah, I do also enjoy that little synth line that gets between them. Like even just on its own, it's an ear-catching sound. But then also like having it land here instead of in any of the more expected places it might have landed, I really enjoy. And yeah, I think insidious is a good word for it.
It feels like it's sometimes leaning towards the F minor because it goes like, but the emphasis is clearly still on the C.
Yeah, I think it's a flat
and
six.
my tonic dominant relationship, it's really confusing.
Yeah, actually that is a pretty Dem Jointz thing. Like since he's much more into like dominant to tonic relations than most producers. I have a video on Sticker about this. What I'm hearing as sort of briefly G is tonic, but then there's just that very long and like if it were just, then I'd be like, okay, we're just hitting the tonic. But and like for 1/4, the upper note tends to sound like the root inherently, and we've heard as a recurring part in the beginning, so we very strongly associate that with bi5-1 in scale degrees. So very much sounds like dominant, and then that sort of supersaw or supersaw-ish synth also adds that sort of tension of a really long dominant, and then at the chorus we're finally back on tonic. But like there's a whole bit of just instrumental and then dance break. There's a lot that's built on that dominant.
And then it changes again, doesn't it? That's like not the same as this one? No.
It changes to a different key in the bridge.
Oh yeah, well that, yeah.
A flat. B. It's a 2 chord.
Doesn't go to A flat?
It's up.
Yeah, it's 2-5-1 A flat.
Yeah. It does not feel like the wildest key change. Somehow there's still a bit of DNA in it. I think it's because the first note is E flat and there is some C minor in the earlier section.
Well, also because in C minor you do have the A flat major chord.
Yes. I think every time the song goes back to the original key, the C, is always way more jarring than how they move out of it.
I like the sections that were in C a lot more than I like the A flat section.
I like the A flat section. That's when the song started getting good. Especially when you add the really angelic, like sparkly section.
That was cool.
That makes this section better, actually. Because, yeah, we've heard this type of break before. The R&B, big 2-5-1, woo, But knowing that the bridge has a bigger ambition makes this part better. I like the line, too. Yes, you should burn brighter. It's bright. It's sunny. I think this song is going to grow on me. But not in like a purely I give it a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. There's always going to be something that is a little bit grating for me. There's gonna be something a little bit grating, but I think I'm gonna grow to enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like kind of the SM brand. There's just so many things to go back and latch onto that you can like kind of focus on when you listen to it. Like, I mean, it's the same thing with aespa songs. Like, I'm not particularly in love with necessarily any one of their songs, but they're so much fun to listen to that I can just like go back if I'm bored and like, I don't know, dive into it.
I liked it because it was like more of a spectacle for me. It's like, oh, like they did that. Like, oh, you can do this to the sound. Or like, oh, you can do a transition like this. Oh, like you can use this to like make this. And they're like, oh, like you can put this there. And like to me it was like an art piece.
I think that it is good art. I do actually think that it's good art. And I'm happy that this song exists and that I listened to it.
You guys reacted to the debut of this group, or at least you did. It was like boom, 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 bam, bam, bam.
You know, the thing where, you know, it just,